So let's start. And today's topic for us will be B2B marketing trends for FY16. It's for FY is for financial year or fiscal year. And I used to work for Microsoft, and it was a tradition that on the 1st of July, a new fiscal year starts. So, and now it's July as well. So that's why we decided that it will be for FY26, and also it's about trends. So it's also about 2026 as well. So the calendar year. And I'm the agency founder, and let me tell you a little bit about myself. My name is Olga Bondareva, and I'm the founder of ModumUp. It's a B2B marketing, innovative B2B marketing and social selling agency. And we work mostly with tech companies, but not only. And before that, I used to work for Microsoft, and there I was responsible for social media in Central and Eastern Europe region. And there I first learned about these innovative approaches. And I'm really excited about new technologies, innovation, and I would like to, of course, explore it more. And today I will be sharing something new with you. So why this matters? So I've conducted a research, and I'll be telling you more about it and why it's important to talk about trends and about our research. Because B2B marketing is evolving really fast. New tools just appear. Buyers become much smarter, and the pressure to do actually more and faster is just crazy. So, and I've done the report that captures what marketers, B2B marketers, are really focused on right now. What inspires them, and what kind of maybe room for improvement they have and they feel that they need to develop. So I will be share interesting insights. And first of all, let's talk about the study itself. So I've conducted 30 semi-structural interviews with senior and director level B2B marketing professionals from different tech companies, so leading tech companies. So I believe that these trends are very important and very valuable to the market from United States and Western Europe. And it was an independent study, so I've conducted myself because I studied the Stanford LEAD program, and I participated in the course. It was called Design for Disruption, and in this course, I started this study and decided to continue it and to interview more marketing professionals, because insights, they became very, very interesting and exciting, and I wanted to deep dive to learn more about that. And I want to share it with you today. So it's not a typical presentation for me, because usually we share some best practices of from our agency experience, what we do, some tips and tricks on how to work on LinkedIn, for example, social selling, and so on. But today I will be doing a little bit different thing. I will be talking about you, about B2B marketing leaders, what B2B marketing leaders think and how they develop, and what kind of maybe future trends they and we notice based on these interviews. And the methods of my analysis was a thematic analysis. It's based on Brown and Clark methodology, and it applied to in-depth interviews. And I had, as I mentioned, 13 in-depth interviews with B2B marketers. And I tried to identify some recurring patterns, some needs, some strategic insights, some maybe problems, and trends, of course. So it will be interesting, I believe so, because it was very interesting for me during this study. And let's start. Let's deep dive into it. So interview insights. Let's dive into it. First of all, I've actually separated these different topics into some groups. So first group will be about B2B marketing inside the org. And here, the main thought is that these insights are about perception of marketing within companies. And I'll make it a little bit bigger for you. I think it it will be easier for you to read. So marketing is often seen as a cost. It's difficult to prove its impact on revenue. This is what many marketing professionals share. And yeah, it's a problem. And the role of marketing depends on the leadership view, of course. It's often lead generation and deal focused. So marketing is more about sales, it's connected to sales, and yeah, that's obvious. And what kind of trends it opens to us? First of all, marketers, they rely on measurable impacts. Yes, so with different, they try to track revenue and assess their marketing mix with the revenue priority. So what else? Marketing and sales, now they start sharing goals and metrics because marketing is expected to drive pipeline and speed up deals. So to stay efficient and transparent, of course, companies use AI tools, and we'll be talking more about it as well. So for lead scoring, for content generation, for campaign management, and many more scenarios. And of course, budgets are tied to revenue, and marketers try to focus on some sales-driven tactics like account-based marketing. We'll be talking today about this amazing approach as well, social selling, and other conversion-focused strategies, which is very important. So the next idea here is that usually about the marketing processes, the decision making is slow. So, and many marketers share that it's very heavily influenced by internal approvals, by some human factors, many stakeholders, and marketing is often operationally heavy as well. So because you need to coordinate different channels, different resources. So and at the same time, executives demand marketing to be really fast and fast working, and that's why. So there is the situation that B2B marketing is slow and complex due to many stakeholders, but still expected to move fast. And it's a conflict. And what kind of trends are arising here? So first of all, with so many stakeholders involved, of course, marketing and companies, they build some integrated teams and shared systems so everything could work together great and be well orchestrated. So the ability to launch campaigns quickly, it's also very important. It becomes very important, and it becomes a competitive advantage. And of course, AI, again, I will be talking about that a lot today. AI helps teams speed up work across the entire funnel. So it's not only about content, it's about some target companies lists, personalization and personalized outreach, and some other scenarios. So there are so many of them. The next thing marketers share is about marketing and sales alignment. So there is a still misalignment between marketing and sales, and it remains critical. And it's often influence leads and their follow-ups. So without these alignments, projects, they tend to slow down or fail. And this gap hasn't still been breached. Of course, there are a lot of good examples and best practices on that, but still there is a problem among marketing professionals in large and medium companies. So what kind of trends we can see here because of that? First of all, of course, marketing and sales, they share revenue goals and they start collaborate more on preparation phases, for example, on messaging, targeting, campaign planning, and more. Marketing supports sales, not only with lead generation, but on the every stage of the deal. For example, they prepare some assets and they help speed up deals. And of course, a lot of tools and automation are used to ensure a smooth lead flow and unified tracking. And next, of course, marketing teams, they a little bit move their focus from MQLs to pipeline conversions and win rates and revenue in general. So this is what it's going to. The next uh, next topics are about working with agencies. So, first of all, in-house versus agencies. Many marketing professionals told me during this research that their priority is to work with in-house teams and grow and develop in-house teams. And why is it so? Because of the limited budgets and because sometimes they don't trust agencies. So we'll talk about it a little bit later too. So in-house is seen as cheaper and more involved, but a little bit risky because expertise can sit in just one person, and of course it's risky if this person leaves a company. And agencies, if companies still work with them, they are expected to integrate like in-house teams without adding some overhead. So in-house is perceived as something better than agencies, and what kind of trends it shows to us. So marketing leaders, they position internal teams as end-to-end agents. So they are not just responsible for strategy and coordination, but they also are responsible for hands-on execution. So it's just right now it's 360 approach. More marketing leaders, they aim to use agencies only for some niche, innovative expertise, for example, or a temporary solution before they hire someone in-house. And agencies, of course, they also adapt. They don't die. They still exist like us. They adapt and they act like embedded team members. So they use client tools. They try to be as internal as possible and communicate with different stakeholders themselves, of course, with the approval of the main stakeholders, but still they are very involved in the internal processes. And of course, if clients work with agencies, they expect them to work on to be measurable, to deliver some fast and measurable results. It's very important. So next, expectations from agencies. B2B marketers expect agencies to act as strategic partners, and they expect some ideas from agencies. They expect to build some long-term relationships if agencies deliver consistent results. And it's also important that agencies, they feel easy to work with. So communication should be comfortable, and they should show proven results, and of course bring some fresh ideas and just show the proactive mindset. At what kind of trends it gives us? So agencies invest in strategic advisory and R&D capabilities. So they try to be more proactive and bring more ideas to the table. Also, success metrics for agencies, they also shift from campaign outputs to some business outcomes like ROI, revenue, and some other KPIs. And ease of collaboration, I said it like it becomes productized, but it's about that agencies try to standardize it, try to build very important and reliable processes of communication and train their teams to make it just on the best level possible. So, and there are a lot of frustrations with agencies still in big tech. B2B marketers are frustrated that agencies sometimes don't deliver measurable results, and they can just bring some poor quality, and lack of engagement is also very important, and it's hard to find reliable vendors. So there are several problems like that still. And what kind of trends it gives us? So B2B marketing trends are that clients, of course, they demand agencies to use some performance metrics connected to pipeline and revenue. And of course, agencies need to adopt some stricter quality assessment processes, because they need to just remove all of the risks and just have the highest quality they can have. So trust becomes a differentiator. Agencies need to be maybe recommended by some other companies. They need some case studies, referrals, or something like that, or just offer some trial periods with small budgets just for to check how to work with these agencies. So the next challenge is B2B content. Here, I would like to remind you, if someone just connected to us later, I've conducted the research. It's about 30 in-depth interviews with B2B marketing professionals from big tech, from the US and Western Europe. And I'm sharing some challenges of B2B marketers, and also I'm sharing some trends they are noticing and we are noticing based on their quotes, what they said to us, what they shared to us. So let's continue. Content challenges. Personalization is important. Yeah, buyers, they need relevant messages. They need something that comes to them in the right moment, in the right context. So it becomes very difficult. And thought leadership content also is important, but it's bottlenecked by limited access to subject matter experts. So it's quite difficult for B2B marketers. And what kind of trends we can see here? That's, of course, I think I haven't changed the slide, sorry, but I'll just say that B2B marketers, they rely more on AI actually and less on thought leaders and subject matter experts, because they feel pressure and they need speed. That's why this is what we noticed, and this is what they shared. That often, for example, AI generated content just shows the similar results comparing to thought leadership content, or even better. So that's why, because of this pressure and speed, they tend to use AI. So next topic is B2B marketing analytics. B2B marketing analytics, oh, it's a lot of pain. It was one of the most important topics. And there is lack of transparent analytics, and information lives in some multiple systems. And actually, there are some custom or semi-automated tools are used. So it's difficult for B2B marketers, and the analytics is fragmented. And what kind of trends it gives us? So marketing data teams, they shift focus from just building tools to build some shared definitions and clean the data. Actually, they create new processes for data hygiene. So the next interesting trend is that companies, they do some marketing data audits, also to clean data, to sync, to align the reporting before, for example, launching something new. And also companies invest in unified analytics and some tools, and you implement AI as well for that. And next issue here regarding analytics is analytics and regulations, of course. And we are going to the cookie-less era. So it's a problem, and that's why B2B marketers, they often prioritize first-party data, because there is a lot of data, especially if your business is a product, so you can have a lot of data about product usage. And if it's services, of course, as well, you can also get a lot of data from the insights, from your team, from project managers, client services, and so on. And of course, there is the compliance and data privacy pressure as well. And B2B marketers, they adapt to it. And what kind of trends it gives to us? Of course, B2B teams, they begin to audit where actually AI can help them, and they build some AI first workflows. They build some connected ecosystems and use some AI tools. So it's a lot. It's a lot about AI. And actually, I would like to add more about AI here. So, and first of all, about the innovation, how it works. So new ideas, they usually come by chance to the marketing professionals from events, from some different conversations, from other industries. And B2B marketers, they usually search for some new solutions, and they open to innovative services and platforms. And of course, some of them, they even involve some external mentors for fast learning and validation of some ideas. So it's important process for B2B marketers to find new ideas. And it's important that B2B marketers, they implement some interesting processes like idea sourcing in the companies, and new roles and new rituals with inside the teams to maybe identify some interesting signals, new ideas, new interesting. Um, they notice something from different industries they can implement. And also, it's important that the speed of learning and the idea validation increases. And mentorship models also are also used. So there are many services with on-demand experts that marketers can, for example, bring to the brainstorming process and use them to generate more ideas. So it's interesting where B2B marketing goes. So we have some people from Dubai, from Pakistan, from the rest of the world. And I'll check for some additional questions on other platforms. So I think, yeah, we don't have questions for now. And I think it's more about, it's important that we think about it and think how to act and maybe understand what to prepare for. And for the AI usage, it's interesting that B2B marketing leaders, they shared that AI is used mostly for isolated cases. For example, they automate some content creation, support, but they don't implement it fully for the whole workflows, for example, yet. But it's coming. And AI works well in brand content. Many marketers said that actually it follows brand guidelines and drives engagement better and ensures stable quality better than human writers usually. So many said that. And AI is used, of course, to speed up some early stage creation like drafts, ideas, structure. And AI, it's interesting that it's seen like a neutral teammate. So it's someone who doesn't need onboarding, doesn't need vacations. So, but it's still a teammate for them, for marketing professionals. And here, yeah, they build AI workflows. They build onboarding for AI tools. Actually, internal AI enablement becomes important. That yeah, marketers, they learn how to use AI. And of course, there are some KPIs for AI as well. For example, time saved or consistency gained or something like that. So it's important. And what to watch for the next year? AI shifts, of course, already. It's obvious. AI shifts from tools to systems. So, and this approach will be more integrated, and AI workflows will be implemented in many companies and in many industries. So in most of the processes, of course, but with human in the loop, it's important. So next, marketing impact comes into focus. So yes, revenue. This is what's important, and this is how marketing will be assessed. In-house teams face growing pressure. It's about that, yeah, the focus is on in-house, and it will need to deliver everything at the same department: strategy, execution, coordination, everything. So agency models evolve as well. So companies will have fewer partners because of lack of trust, and agencies will be more integrated inside the companies. And of course, they will experience higher expectations, because it's important that agency also is about revenue, is about sales, deals, and not just some marketing campaigns and marketing KPIs. So in speed of learning drives advantage, and it's also speed. Speed is very important. So we'll be learning fast, validating some new ideas really fast, and integrating some new tools really fast as well. So it's everything is exciting. It's difficult. It's not easy, of course, for the industry, but it's exciting where it goes, and we'll see what's going to be next. And at the end of my part, I would like, and we'll have two more amazing speakers here. Um, I'd like to tell you more about us, about the agency. ModumUp is a B2B marketing agency. We specialize in innovative strategies like social selling, account-based marketing, and more. Innovative B2B marketing strategies. We are in a constant R&D process. And it was founded 7 years ago, and we work with medium and large companies, mostly from tech, and some companies from financial industries, logistics, and digital as well. So this is my contact. I'm Olga Bondrova, the agency founder. So you can reach out to me via email if you'd like. And here is the QR code to my LinkedIn profile. I would be happy to connect with you and continue the conversation, or just connect for the future.